Hello, good evening, everyone. I'll just take 1 or 2 minutes to start the class so the other people can join. There are very less students from morning sessions. I just saw that 200, 250, it is very less. But if people have to take the advantage of the classes, seminar, etc., I told you in the yesterday class also that seminar is a very important part for you. That too, especially for your IA marks. So even if you miss your classes, don't miss a seminar. Attend your seminar by sacrificing your time, work, etc. It will be a benefit for you for getting a good marks in your MBA first semester. When you see your result as an MBA student, at least you need to have 60% first class. If you don't have the first class, then there is no use of getting an MBA degree. So I told you yesterday, don't put any other messages at the time of class going on. I'll give at the last minute 5 minutes with your discussion and queries. Now don't put any messages here whether we need to prepare slides for the presentation or not. No, I told you yesterday you are getting only 5 to 10 minutes of time to present the seminar paper for one subject. So you never get a time for PPT and all. So don't ask any question here. At the last 4:45, I will give you the question and answer session where you can discuss with me regarding your any queries. And before that, I have told you yesterday that you'll get hardly 5 to 10 minutes to present your seminar paper. You have to prepare any one topic for a particular subject, and whatever the write-up you have written for the seminar, you have to submit that seminar paper in the classroom only. So I don't want to take much of your time to go. Then we'll go for the management concepts. Yesterday we have learned about what actually the management is, how the management works, why we need to study management as an MBA student. All aspects we have seen as a basic introduction of management, importance of management, significance of management when we are working in an organization or a company or a business. So we have learned that management is nothing but a skill or a art, or it is a profession, or we can say it is a science to get the things done from others. That is very important. How best you are going to get the things done from other, that is very important by using your skill, by using your knowledge, by talent, your strategies, etc. So further we have understood the following characteristics of management, then levels of management, then functions. We have seen only the points of the functions of management like planning, organizing, directing, staffing, and controlling. So all these functions will helpful for you for the examination point of view of your management concepts. You have given the two books, management concept and OB. So this time we have merged these two subject into one subject. So first part will be the management process, which consists of these five functions called as planning, organizing, directing, staffing, and controlling. So if you just remember what planning will do, how organizing will be done, what are the role of directing, what the importance of staffing means HR, then how the management will be able to control all these aspects in the organization. That complete speaks about your management concept called as the functions or process or steps of management. Any question, the same answer. Hope my voice is audible to you. One message so I can continue. Any question, same answer. Explain the function, explain the process, or explain the steps of management. The answer will be same, like following 5 important function. Yes, thank you. Somebody has written yes, my voice is audible. Thank you. Stop message now. Stop message. Yes, so these are the main important 5 functions of management, any management. Whenever anybody can ask you, you should never forget the following functions of management, because you are a management student. You should know the functions like planning, organizing, directing, staffing, and controlling. There are many other functions like motivation, other functions, but for you it is enough for the functions of management. So I'll go in detail with this function later. So before that, we also learned about the management gurus. There are many management gurus who have given the different principles to the field of management and management concepts, management theories, management policies, etc. Now it is very important to understand the 14 principles of management. So maybe the slides are not properly visible. I will explain the points for you, and I'll mention the points for you one by one. Kindly, if you have a paper and pen, note down, and you will get a good question for this. Explain the Henry Fayol 14 principles of management. So the 14 principle of management given by Henry Fayol, who is also called as the father of modern management theory. Henry Fayol is the father of modern management theory. So he has given the 14 principles to the field of management. So all these principles are applicable for one or other way in the organization, and even people like you and me are practicing in the organization today. Whatever the organization is, it may be a private sector, public sector, NOG, NGO, government institution, small institution, entrepreneurship, whatever. So these are the principles. Number one is division of work. If the slides are not visible, kindly note down shortly. Number one is division of work. Number two is authority and responsibility. Number one is division of work. Number two is authority and responsibility. Number third is discipline. Number fourth is unity of command. Number fourth is unity of command. Then fifth is unity of direction. Unity of direction. The next is subordination of individual interest. Subordination of individual interest. The next, remuneration. Remuneration. The next, centralization. Centralization. The next, scalar chain. Scalar chain. And next, order. 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 Equity. Next, equity. Then initiative. Initiative. And esprit de corps. Esprit de corps. ESPRIT. Esprit. DED space CORPS. Esprit de corps. So these are the 14 principles given by the Henry Fayol to the field of management, and Henry Fayol is the father of the modern management theory. So these are the 14 principles. Let me understand one by one in a short manner. Then you will get a 10 marks question or 15 marks question for this. Explain the 14 principle of Henry Fayol to the field of management. Whatever the question is, if you get a 14 principle, look, I have given you the 14 principles here. Somebody has putting some other principle. If you get it, you can write it. There are only 14 principles. If you somebody has said stability, other thing, if you find for the field of modern management, you can write it. But these are the major 14 principles of management. Okay, I have given 14 principle here. Number one, division of work. So what do you mean by division of work? How the work should be divided, how the work should be allocated. what is the importance of dividing the work between the department, between the group, between the members, between the level of the management, also very important. In very simple way, I am telling you all these factors. It will not available in your textbook or material. You need to remember how the divide work can be divided, maybe between the levels of management, maybe between the different levels of department, different group of people, different work people, different departments, etc. So Henry Fayol believed that segregating or dividing of work among the worker will enhance the important element called as the quality of product. If you divide the work with different category of department, then you will get a quality of product, quality of work. All work cannot be performed by individual person, so it is the responsibility of a management. It is the responsibility of the management to divide the work between the members and get the work done from the members. It will be directly helpful for achieving the objectives or purpose of the organization. He also points that, or he also shares that the division of work improves productivity, efficiency, accuracy, and speed. Four important elements: productivity, efficiency, accuracy, and speed. So these are the four important elements of division of work. If you divide the work, it will be helpful. So number two, authority and responsibility. You know that authority and responsibility are two important terms of management. Both these terms will go hand in hand, authority and responsibility. So authority is nothing but power. Responsibility is called as duties. Authority is power. Responsibility is nothing but duties. So the manager should give his subordinate or to his leader both authority and responsibilities. If you given only authority without responsibility, the work cannot be complete. Or if you give only responsibility without giving any power or authority to him, the work cannot be accomplished. So authority and responsibility should be given at a time to get the work done. So I told you authority is a power, responsibility is a duty. Authority facilitate the management to work efficiently. Authority facilitate the management to work efficiently, whereas responsibility makes them to responsible for the leader to work effectively. To work effectively. So this is called as authority and responsibility. It is not that you need to write same thing whatever I have said in your classroom. Just I am trying to explaining you what actually is. So you can write on your own, but points cannot be write on own. The points should be same. 14 principles means 14 principles, but explanation you can give on your own what you have understood. Next one is called as discipline. As we know that without discipline, the management work cannot be performed or accomplished. Every organization, every management, every business unit wants the discipline. Then what do you mean by discipline? Discipline means a core value of any business. Discipline means a core value of any business. So if I ask you, any of your student, so what are your values? Why I need to give respect to you? Yes, anybody? What are your values? Why I should respect you? Do you have values? My question to you, do you have values? Please comment. Do you have values? What are your values? Why should I give respect to you? In management also same. If you don't have your values, nobody will give respect to you. You will get a 2 marks question. What are the values? What do you mean by values? Yes. What are the values? Professional values? No. I am talking about what are your values? Yes, you are a professional. What are your values? Why I should give respect to you? What are your values? Nagesh, Deepa, good behavior. Somebody has written good behavior. Yes, one value. Good behavior, one value. Yes, what are your humanity? Humanity may be a value. Yes, humanity may be a value. Your ethics, your principle, your honesty, your sincerity. Yes, so these are called as your values. If you have honesty, if you have a commitment, yes, everybody is having their own value, Hamid. But I just asking that what are your values? Helping nature, that should be a management word. Helping nature is not a management word. Good attitude, yes, this is a management word. Helping nature is not a value. Communication is also not a value. Honesty, okay, stop chatting. So your values may be, our values may be like honesty, sincerity, punctuality, right? Humbleness. So these are called as values. So in organization, a good performance and interrelationship makes the management to work easy. That is very important. So this is called a discipline or values in the organization. Next, unity of command. Next principle called as unity of command. This means an employee should have only one boss and follow his command. An employee should have only one boss, follow his command. In a group or in a management, they should not have multiple bosses. We should have only called as a unity of command. So all the group of members should be commanded by one person called as a leader or a boss or a manager who can use the unity of the people. If an employee has followed more than one boss, then what happened? The conflict will be arises. What happened? The conflict will be arises. Sorry, I have shared you the syllabus copy in your Telegram group. Please, after the class, you can go through it. Conflict. What I am speaking about the conflict. It is there in your, I think, fifth model or fourth model of your OB, which speaks about the importance of conflict in the organization because of the communication gap, because of the cultural factor, because of the miscommunication, because of not understanding what I am telling to you, maybe leads to the conflict. So here also, if you have the more than one boss, definitely the problem will be arises called as conflict. So next is called as unity of direction. So I'm giving only little information to you. Hope you understand. So next is unity of direction, which speaks about a unified goals. Simple term. Unity of direction, nothing but speak about a unity of or unified goals. One common goal. All any organization for that matter will have only one common goal, and every member, every worker of the organization or a management or a group, they should focus on the common purpose of organization rather than focusing on the individual purpose of the individual member. But directly and indirectly, when you are achieving the organization purpose, you are going to achieve your own objectives. That is very important. So next is called as subordination of individual interest. Next principle is called as subordination of individual interest. It indicates towards the interest of the company rather than the personal interest. Subordination of individual interest. It indicates the interest of the company, I told you, rather than the individual interest. So individual interest will not play a role here. It will play the role of the interest of the company. So we are working to the organization because of the benefit of the organization. We are working for the organization for the growth of the organization, and we are working for the interest of the organization. Be subordinate to a purpose of any organization, which refers to the chain of command in organization, which refers to chain of command, just like a unity of command. So if you are working for a common goal, it will be called as the chain of command for the organization. So next is called as remuneration. Another important principle of management given by Henry Fayol is called as remuneration. As we know, remuneration is an important principle or an aspects which motivates the employee to work. So what are all we are doing today, it is only because of money. Without money, no one will work. People like you and people like me are working for money. That is our individual interest. But while earning a money, directly and indirectly, we are helping the organization to achieve their goal. Hope you understand me. Yes? Am I clear? Yes. So remuneration will play an important role in motivating the workers of a company. The remuneration may be called as a monetary or non-monetary, and it should be given according to the individual efforts in the organization. They are going to fix some remuneration. Salary is different, remuneration is different. Once again, salary is fixed, which is given for maybe a 15,000, 20,000, 30,000, 1 lakh, 2 lakh. That is fixed. Remuneration is something apart from your work, like any some motivation, like maybe a monetary benefit or non-monetary benefit. Some of the companies will give called as the holiday packages, gift vouchers, tour packages, like maybe mobile phone, housing facility, education facility. So these are called as a non-monetary benefits given in terms of the remuneration. That is called as incentives. Yes, incentives. So these are called as remuneration. So next principle, he believed that the Henry Fayol believed that every management should have the principle called as remuneration in order to motivate, in order to push the employee to work more and more for the better performance of the organization. So next we have called as centralization. So what do you mean by centralization? Centralization is nothing but the authority responsible for the decision making process should be neutral. Means the authority will be flow from centralized, no decentralized. You will get a 2 marks or 5 marks question. What is centralization? What is decentralization? Please, if you have a paper and pen, whenever my class is going on, kindly note down the point because it will be appear for your examination. Centralization and decentralization. Centralization is the one which speaks about the authority is centralized through which the work are going to be performed or allocated or divided or achievable. And this is also depends upon the size of the organization. Once again, the centralization is once again depend upon the size of the organization. Henry Fayol stressed on the point that there should be a balance between the hierarchy and division of power. He focused on two important issues. One is the hierarchy and the division of work. That is very important. The next important principle is called as scalar chain. Scalar chain. So hierarchy means top to bottom, top to functional level of management. Then scalar chain speaks about the chain between top to functional level of management, and it is very necessary for every employee to know their immediate seniors. He speaks on and he stressed on that every employee should know his immediate senior for the betterment of work or for the contacting of work or for any other purpose queries. He should have a immediate senior, that is called as the scalar chain, means top to bottom. So next principle is order. A company should maintain a well-defined work order to have a favorable work culture. Once again, I'm stressing on work culture. Work culture is very important in the organization. Yes, what do you mean by work culture? What do you mean by work culture? Because most of the people are working in the organization, you should know what do you mean by work culture. The order is for the work culture, well-defined work culture. If you don't have the work culture in the management or organization or a company, the people cannot able to work. The work culture may be called as your time, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Open communication, yes, it's work culture. Open communication is work culture, yes. Everybody should have a right to speak in the organization, is work culture. Free flow of communication is work culture. Yes, interdepartment communication, good. Chandar Kumar, good. Yes, this is called as work culture. Then clear objectives, stated clear objectives, standard of working, yes. So flexible work timing is not a work culture. Somebody has written flexible work timing. Flexible work time is not work culture. Work culture is should be ordered. It may be 9 to 6. You will ask, sir, I will not able to come 9 to 6. Give me 12 to 1, 12 to 6. That is not a work culture. Work culture is fixed. Work culture is given from a company. Work from home is not a work culture. Prabhu Murthy. Work culture is not teamwork. Yeah, somebody has written Deepa. Teamwork is called as work culture. Yes. Stop messaging. So order. Next, equity. Next, equity. All employees should be treated equally. Somebody has written called as open communication. Yes. So all workers should be treated as equally and respectfully. We should not degrade any worker or any employee in the organization. Maybe I am working in the middle level of management. If you are working in the functional level or lower level of management, I should not degrade you. I should not disrespect you. Means the principle says that Henry Fayol, in terms of equity, all workers are equal, right? All workers should get equal pay according to the working nature or working condition, according to their job, and they should be treated respectfully. And he feels that, and he stress on this principle by saying that a manager should not make any discrimination on employees. Manager should not make any discrimination on the employees. That is called as your equity. Then next, stability. So somebody has written stability is not there. It is there. Stability, order, equity, stability is there. Earlier somebody has written stability is not there. So after the equity, it is called as stability. So all employees delivers the best according to their knowledge, according to their work condition, according to their job, we can say. So it is the duty or responsibility of a management to offer a job security to the employees. That is very important. Job security. The stability speaks about here job security. So Henry Fayol stress on here. So each employee or each worker who are working in an organization for a prolonged period of time, they should get the job security. So that speaks called as here stability. Stability means a worker should be get a job security for a particular organization for a prolonged period of time. So he cannot be roam one organization to the other organization, changing again and again. So stability is very important. That is called as job security. So next one is called as initiative. Initiative is management should support and encourage the employees to take initiatives in the organization, just like a leadership. Many people like you and me, will hesitate to take or will hesitate to be a part of leader. We want to be a subordinate always. We don't want to go further. Or we don't want to take a step ahead. We don't want to take initiatives. So here, this principle speaks about everybody should able to take the initiative to become a leader, to become a manager, to become a boss. That is very important. Then finally, the principle of management is called as the esprit de corps. It speaks about motivating their employees and supporting their employees regularly by each other. Not a management is required here. Each other, like people, you and me, we can support each other. We can motivate each other for the work, etc. So here, Developing the trust and mutual understanding is very important. Esprit de Crop speaks about developing trust and mutual understanding is very important. If you have this trust and mutual understanding, you can be able to achieve the purpose of the organization. Yes, so these are the 14 principles of management are given in the organization, which will be beneficial for prediction, planning, decision making, organization process, management control, and coordination. So these are the following important principles of Henry Fayol given to the field of management. You may get a 10 marks. You can write aram se by putting these points and keep on explaining. So next we will see. So 4Ms we have understood yesterday. Then this is very important, but I will not go in depth by explaining each and every point. So I'll just share you the points and put you the points. So it is a self-explanatory. You can explain, and this is also another important question which will appear for your examination. Explain the managerial roles of Henry Mintzberg. This role is given by Henry Mintzberg, which are called as 10 roles of manager. 10 roles of manager. Different question will be appear. Henry Mintzberg roles of manager are managerial roles are 10 important roles of manager. Any question, the answer will be same. How many people are there in the class? How many people you are there in the class? $152, very less. Yesterday also, I told you, yesterday I had 210. I want all 210 guys, but still you are not interested because of whatever the time or rules. Okay, leave it. Thank you. Thank you. No problem. No problem. So just I will go a little bit fast so I can cover the concept. So managerial roles here, Henry Mintzberg has defined 10 roles. Stop messaging. Henry Mintzberg has defined 10 roles of manager, which are divided into three broad categories. Three broad categories. One is interpersonal role, information role, decision making role. So these are the three broader categories where the 10 roles are divided. Interpersonal role, information role, and decision making role. Yes. So here the Henry Mintzberg has divided 10 roles of manager in the three broad category. One is interpersonal, informational, and decision making. So in interpersonal, which is further divided into three roles. Number one is stop messaging, figurehead role, leader role, then liaison role. Figurehead role, leader role, and liaison role. So these are the another three important role in interpersonal role of a manager. So you'll get a good question here. Kindly note down the point and keep on explaining your own way. Interpersonal role divided into three: figurehead role, leader, and liaison. Then informational role are further divided into three important role of manager. Number one is monitor role, disseminator role, spokesperson or spokesman role. Monitor role, disseminator role, spokesperson role. So these are the three important role in informational role. So next one is called as decision making role, which are divided into four important roles. One is entrepreneur role, disturbance handler role, resource allocator role, and negotiator. So these are the 10 roles of manager. You will get a good question. You need to write this diagram and you keep on explaining each one role of a manager. What role he does in figurehead role, as a leader, as a liaison, as a monitor, as a disseminator, as a spokesman or a spokesperson, entrepreneur, disturbance handler, resource allocator, and negotiator. So these are the Henry Mintzberg 10 roles of managers or managerial roles of a modern management. Managerial roles of a modern management. So next, here I have put only few skills of management. You can add some more skills. One is called technical skill, human skill, conceptual skill, communication skill, leadership skill, negotiation skill, problem solving skill, political skill. You maybe get a 5 marks question. Explain the various skills of management or management skills. So you can write down the following skills what you know and you keep on explaining the skills of management. So next, yes. So I'll take 5 minutes here, 5 to 6 minutes or maximum 10 minutes here. So after that, we will go to the leadership lesson. So why I have chosen the backslide means, so now your management, Chandar Kumar, sir, please repeat once again. Which one? Which one you need to repeat? Look, you have to listen very carefully because we have very short period of time to at least give some justice to the students by covering the following topics. Skills, yes, you can add down many skills, need not my explanation only. Technical skill, human skill, conceptual skill, negotiation skill, decision making skill, political skill, leadership skill, etc. You can add many skills. Somebody once again, why you are very too much focus on skills? You should know the skills of manager, and you are asking me because you are working in the organization. Technical skill last time, human skill, conceptual skill, negotiation skill, communicating skill, decision making skill, political skill, leadership skill, etc. If you know some other skill, you can add down. Yes. Now you can see here. So these three questions like function, a process, or steps of management are three different questions, but answer will be the same. Explain the functions of management, same answer. Explain the process of management, same answer. Explain the steps of management, same answer. So you should, as an MBA student, you should remember the following important functions of any management called as planning, organizing, directing, staffing, and controlling. So number one is called as planning. What is planning? Why planning is required? What are the importance of planning in the management? What is the difference between plan and planning? What is the difference between planning and strategy? All play a major role. Planning is an important function of management. Planning is an important function of management which takes the rest functions of the management called as organizing, directing, staffing, and controlling. So planning is nothing but speaks about what is to be done, how is to be done, where is to be done, when is to be done, and whom is to be done, called as planning. Planning speaks about where we are, where we want to go. Planning speaks about where we are, where we want to go. Planning is called as futuristic thinking. planning is called as forecasting. I am giving different things to you. Yes, what to do, when to do, how to do, whom to do, where to do. It is all about planning. How the planning will be done? The planning will be done based on the corporate objectives, based on the mission, vision, based on the policy framed, based on the procurement of materials, financing, capital structure, etc. Based on all these factors, the planning can be done. In a simple term, somebody has written here, yes, what to do, when to do, and how to do. Means planning is where we are, where we want to go. It is a futuristic thinking, futuristic plan, we can say. Next is organizing. So organizing is another important function of management. We have planned in the first step. Then we need to organize the things, whatever we have planned. Whatever we have got, we need to organize in a structural way. We need to organize in a hierarchy way. We need to organize in a sequential way or a proper way. I am giving different concept to you. Whichever you can able to capture, you can capture. Hope I am reaching you. So organizing is nothing but effective utilization of resources. The resources may be called as your 4M. Organizing nothing but effective use of resources. The resources are called as 4M of management. What are the 4M's of management? Men, money, material, and machinery. Men, money, material, and machinery are the 4M of management which are used for achieving the purpose of the organization, which are used for achieving the goal of the organization. That is called as organizing. So organizing are two activities. One is arrangement of resources, then effective utilization of resources. Arrangement of resources and effective utilization of resources. The next one is called as directing. Directing is nothing but, in a simple way, we can say, directing nothing but giving direction for a right way. Or we can set a roadmap for going for a right direction to achieve the common purpose of the organization. Direction is the function of management to perform efficiently and contribute to the optimum to achievement of an organizational goal. The function of directing is very important, or it covers: one is communication, one is motivation, one is leadership. So these three are very important: communication, motivation, and leadership. So in this concept, communication and motivation, I am not going to cover you. I am going to cover you the leadership in next 15 minutes. But motivation and communication is also equally important. You please go through with your study material or any other books. But because of the time frame of 6 hours, I need to focus on very important topic which is necessary for you. So communication and motivation also play a very important for your examination point of view. So this is called as directing. Next, staffing. Staffing, as you know, it is the fundamental steps of any management process. We can say staffing is nothing but called as the human resource which are required for the organization for the purpose of achieving the goal or anything. So it is very important to see that how best we can able to manage the staffing or human resources. I told you in the beginning class, managing any other thing called as money, material, machinery is very easy, but managing human or a men or human resources is very difficult. Yes. So staffing involves the many activities called as manpower planning, recruitment, selection, placement, induction, orientation, promotion, training and development, etc. So this all comes under the ambit of staffing. Then lastly, another important function of management is called as controlling. So controlling is simple in a way to put. Controlling is to see that whatever we have planned in the earlier stage, first stage of function of management, whether we are moving to a right direction or not. We need to see. That is called as controlling. Whether we are moving towards our goal or not, whether we are moving to a right direction or not, right purpose or not, that is called as here the controlling. So controlling involves measurement of performance against the desired goal. That's what I told you, whether we are moving towards the right direction or not. Then identification of the deviation from the goal. Yes, identification of whether we are not deviating or deviating from the goal. Then corrective action to rectify the deviation. We need to take the corrective measure, corrective tools, corrective techniques to see that whether we are properly in our direction or not, whether we are in a way of our achieving the organization purpose or not. That is very important. So this is about the functions of management. Following functions like planning, organizing, directing, staffing, and controlling. So now I will go into the, I told you the motivation and communication is important one for your examination point of view, but I'll focus on the leadership, which is also very important. You will get a number of questions in the leadership. So I'll just add a slide of leadership to you. Just a minute. Hope you have seen the movie called as Check the India. Hope you have seen the movie called as Check the India, which speaks about the leadership skills of a particular leader. What do you mean by leaders? What do you mean by leadership? Leadership is nothing but leader is a person, ship is called as the qualities. Leadership means leader is a person, ship is called as qualities. One minute. It is not coming. Just a minute. So this is not coming. I don't know. Just a minute. I'll just check once again. Maybe the network issue. It is taking time to upload. It is a PDF file of Check the India movie. So I want to show you here how the leadership qualities or leadership roles play very important in the movie of Check the India, and how the Shah Rukh Khan has made uh, the skills of leader. Right. So I told you the leadership is called as leader is a person, ship is called as the qualities. Leader is a person and the ship is called as just a minute. I'll just trying to upload it. It is very good. It is very important for you. I want to take you. So here you will get many questions in leader. Who is to be a leader? Whether leader is born or made? What are the qualities of leader? who is called effective leader. Explain the theories of leader. You will get a question. I am giving you an option for you. Explain the theories of leader. Explain the qualities of leader. Explain the qualities of effective leader. So in this slide, you are going to understand how a leader should be, what the leader should be, and how he should be take the subordinates for achieving the common purpose of the organization. Hope you have seen the movie called as Chak De India movie. How beautifully the Shah Rukh Khan will take this team to a particular goal. Just a minute. Can you see the screen share? It is visible. Just put one or two messages so I can continue. Just please put one or two message so I can continue. Somebody has said no. Yes, now. ಆಗಿದೆ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಶೇರಿಂಗ್ ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ನಾನು ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನೋ ಸರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಶೇರಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಎಸ್ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಶೇರಿಂಗ್ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಶೇರಿಂಗ್ಗೆ ಸೊ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯು ಸಿ ದಿ ಸ್ಲೈಡ್
ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ
not yet it is coming here just a minute
ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಿ ರೆಸಿಪಿ ಮಾಡಿ
ಇದು
ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸರ್
yes now can you see the
ನಾನೇ ಬ್ಲಾಗಿನ್ ಆಗ್ತೀನಿ
screen share somebody didn't know just refresh it because it is a PDF file of the movie Chak De India which speaks about the leadership lesson to the students ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ not visible still yes so somebody has written no need to for Shah Rukh Khan movie I am not showing you here any movie for you so there are some qualities of leader how a leader should be right don't be too smart in the classroom we will come to know your smartness in terms of seminar okay don't be too smart so I am not here wasting my time and your time to show the Check the India lesson for you leadership lesson right yes maybe it will be PDF file will support to YouTube somebody has written okay no need I'll go with the qualities of a leader what are the qualities of leader right? Yes. Anyhow, we'll continue the class, next class on Monday. Tomorrow there will be no class for 4 to 5. So Monday same timing 4 to 5, Tuesday same timing, and Wednesday I am taking 10 to 11 one class, and 4 to 5 another class which I missed on Sunday. So that will be compensate on Wednesday. Wednesday will be the two class. Sunday there will be no class for 4 to 5. Yes, now I think hope you got the screen share. Hope you got the screen share now. Now it is coming here. Hope you got the screen share now. Yes, somebody has written yes, sir. Can you see? Can it is visible? Yes. Yes. So a leadership lesson for the Check the India movie. Yes. So leader should be a fair and impartial while dealing with the team members. The way the coach Kabir Khan select the captain of the team, right? While if you see the movie, Check the India movie, how the Shah Rukh Khan will going to select the captain of the team, right? He is a good player, but even though he is not going to select for the right person, but he know that to whom to select and how this will be impact on the performance of the team. So leader should be very fair and impartial. These are the two important qualities of a leader. He should be very fair enough and he should be impartial while dealing with the team members. So next here, an individual goals and agenda are always counterproductive. Individual goals and agenda are always counterproductive, as proved by the two forward players trying to become the highest goal scorer at the cost of team fortune. If you see the movie, like Preeti and Komal are the two important player in the team, but they still focus on their individual goal, not on the organization goal. They will focus on the individual goal. They will not focus on the organization goal. Those who do not play for a common goal, the leader should be keep this player out of the team. Those who are not play for a common goal, the leader should be put this player out of the team. So that is very important. So next, if you see here, nothing unites and inspire a team like a common goal. If you see in the movie, there will be some incident in the McDonald cafe or a shop where every the group member are fighting with each other and they are not happy with the Shah Rukh Khan as the team leader. So they want that the leader should be go out from the team. But after the dashing episode of the McDonald in the movie, you see that how the people are get unite about themselves for achieving the common goal. The leader should not hesitate to take hard decision on selecting and retaining the member of the team. Another important quality of leader means decision making quality, decision making skill. He should not be hesitate to take a hard decision while selecting or while retaining the team members. That is very important. So here, another important quality of leader is identifying the strength and weaknesses of each and every employee in the organization or each and every group member in the organization. Strength and weakness. You heard about SWOT analysis. In a management or a strategic management, SWOT analysis play a very important role. Strength, weaknesses, opportunity, and threats. Strength, weaknesses, opportunity, and threat. So here, as a leader, he should be able to identify each and every employee's his strength, his weaknesses, his strategies, his threats, his opportunity, what he is going to get. Identifying the strength and weakness is very important to overcome or to adopt the appropriate strategies to overcome the weakness of the competitor. To overcome the weakness of the competitor. If you see in this slide, maybe it will maybe clear or somebody will not get clear. I'll just go through it. Important element called as talent, passion, and commitment. So what a leader should require? He should require a talent, he should require a passion, he should require a commitment to undergo the various changes. To undergo the various changes. Unless pushed to your limits, your team will not perform the best. Unless pushed to the limits, your team will not perform the best. People always want easy things, but it is very difficult to overcome. People always want very easy things, but it is very difficult to overcome. If you identify, if you see the movie at the time of the McDonald episode, right, each and every player will get come forward to protect one another. Then they identify. If you play with a unity or a unite, you can able to achieve the goal. Individual alone cannot be able to achieve the purpose of the organization, cannot able to achieve the goal of the organization. So here, be strict and straight with your team. Another important quality of a leader. Be strict and straight with your team. You don't want have to be always nice with them. Yes, definitely. Right? You should be always strict and always straight with your team member or a group member. You need not to be always nice with them. That is very the important quality of a leader. And if you see how beautifully the Shah Rukh Khan will deal with a different category of people who are working in a team, and how he will change their attitude and behavior. Roshni, time up, sir. Yes, very nice comment you have given, very nice information you have given. I know the time is up. I cannot live in between. I'm really unhappy with the student behavior. This speaks about your behavior and attitude. Right? It is important for your examination point of view, and it is important for your life and for a thing. But you are worried about your time. Really worried about how the students are. Okay, leave it. It is left to you. I'll just go fast and I'll not take too much interest to come prepared well to present you. But you people are not interested. Yes. So next, just for 5 minutes, I can complete here. So here, in the next slide, strategies play a very important role to know the team member individual strength and weaknesses. The way how the Kabir Khan will try to identify the strength and weaknesses of each and every team, maybe like Australia or England, any team, and even the identify the strength and weakness of individual person to overcome the hurdles. There is no alternative for the hard work, and even not for the smart work. Even not for the smart work. Yes. If you see in this slide, success is definitely difficult, but it can be achievable. Success is definitely difficult, but it can be achievable. You must overcome each and every hurdles in front of you for a prolonged period of time. You must have each and every team member working unselfishly towards the common goal. Means a leader should create such a motivational in each and every team member that they should not work on their individual goal. They should be work on their common goal or common purpose of the organization. Failure is easy. All you need is one selfish person, means one rat shit to ruin the whole project for everyone. If one wrong person in a team, it will spoil the entire teamwork. If you see in this movie, the Bindiya Nayak is a person who spoil the interest of the group member, interest of the team member. So because of this lady, the entire team will focus on their individual objectives, or they are not focusing on what the Kabir Khan, Shah Rukh Khan will teach in the sports. So one wrong person can create a problem for the organization. Next slide. Yes. Very important. Understanding and respecting each other role, understanding and respecting each other role and contribution is very important and first step for cooperation. Look, I have given many words: understanding, respecting, contribution, cooperation. So these are all words comes under the management. So if you have understand, if you are respecting each other, if you are respecting me, if I am respecting you, definitely our contribution, and it is the first step for the cooperation for the success. And here, the following important point called as the team must have high level of commitment. The team must have wide participation. The team must have deep interaction. The team must have the long-term view or long-term goal. The following four factors called as high level of commitment, wide participation, deep interaction, and long-term view of benefit. That is very important. Finally, if you see here, work together and win together. Work together and win together. If you work, definitely we are going to win. So this is all about the Check the India lesson for a leadership, how a leader should be, and what are the qualities of leader. Maybe communication, maybe decision making, maybe strict rules, maybe motivation, high commitment, right? So these are the qualities of a good leader. So if you have all these qualities, definitely we can lead the team, and that followers or subordinates will follow you. And at the final, you can see all will be done because of what? Because of something. Winning is everything. Because sometimes winning is everything. So that is called as here a leadership. So with this, I'll stop here. We will meet once again on Monday, 4 to 5 with organization behavior. And the other concept called as perception, personality, learning, other aspects will be dealt in the Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday classes. The Wednesday will be 10 to 11 and 4 to 5. Two classes Wednesday, Monday 4 to 5, Tuesday 4 to 5. And I have shared the syllabus copy in your Telegram group. Go through it. Many aspects will not able to cover with a shorter period of time of 6 hours. So we conduct the classes only because to give some inputs, to meet the student, to see the student. That is our intention. And hope you can able to understand, and hope you can go through it and try to be attend seminar to get the good marks. That is my final submission. And thank you so much. We'll meet once again in the next class. Thank you.